Hello and welcome to the Eye, your English news bulletin. I'm your host Takivito and these are the headlines. US pharma giant Johnson & Johnson's single-dose COVID-19 vaccine, Janssen, has received approval for emergency use authorization in India, informed Union Health Minister Mansukh Mandaviya on Saturday. The Mizoram government ordered rationing the purchase of diesel and petrol as the movement of vehicles, including the tankers carrying fuel, continued to remain shut on National Highway 306. India's Neeraj Chopra wins gold in javelin at the Tokyo Olympics. With this, he becomes the second Indian athlete to win gold in an individual event and also becomes the first ever Indian athlete to win a gold in a track and field event. And now the news in details. A new computerized digital X-ray machine was inaugurated on the 7th of August at the District Hospital of Zuneboto by Deputy Commissioner Peter Lichamo.
Inauguration, Deputy Commissioner Peter Lichamo called on the doctors and nurses of the district hospital and requested them to make proper use of the portable machine now that they had got which they had been lacking. He said that the machine wasn't just for the inauguration itself, but for utilization. The official added that all of them will need medical attention one day or the other, and if they serve with all these aids, they would go a long way in helping patients. He hoped that the portable machine would be useful for the district. Earlier, while giving the introductory note, Medical Superintendent C. Yanpo Kitan lauded the Advisor of Education, KT Sukhalu, with whose initiative the district could avail the digital X-ray machine.
In collaboration with the Wokha District Administration, the Medical Department conducted on August 7th, Saturday, an intensified special COVID-19 vaccination drive, during which vaccination camps were set up in and around Wokha town. On the same day, a random rapid antigen test was conducted for individuals willing to know about their COVID-19 antigen status or requiring tests. The vaccination team also tended to people with disabilities, mental disorders, and individuals who were not able to come to the session sites due to old age or due to comorbidities. The Nagaland Baptist Church Council and the Sumi Baptist Akuko Kokaklu in Zuneboto launched the Clean Election Movement with the theme My Vote, My Future at the Sumi Baptist Church of Zuneboto on the 6th of August.
The event, Reverend Kugato K. Chopi, convener of the Clean Election Movement, talked about how naysayers claimed that the Clean Election Movement was of no use and that during the clean election, even more money was being spent. The people are encouraged to refrain from such false talk. He hoped that with the Clean Election Movement, one day Nagaland would one day also be like Mizoram in the election system. No matter what negative things people may talk about the Clean Election Movement, he would continue to work for it even if as an individual. He said that the child doesn't become an officer right after birth, but from its infancy they are nurtured, taught well, and then sent to school and gradually shaped into an officer. Likewise, the Clean Election Movement has not been long since its birth, and therefore change will surely come, even though gradually.
Under the aegis of the Yumchungura Union of Kohima, the Yumchungura community of Kohima celebrated on August 7, Saturday, Madhya Festival at Kisama village by following COVID-19 safety protocols. Madhya Festival is the premier festival of Yumchungur Nagas, celebrated in the first week of August annually after the harvest of millet. Speaking at the program, the special guest of the program, L. Trongo Kiti, chairman of the Nagaland Bioresource Mission, urged the people to reason together and to learn to be grateful and to seek forgiveness from each other for congenial coexistence. He challenged the people to live up to the principles of honesty and affection as practiced by their forefathers, update stated. Further, he urged the people to keep political differences aside and to work together for a common cause. Governor of Nagaland, R.N. Ravi, also extended Madhya greetings to all the people of Nagaland, especially to the Yumchungur community, the update stated. The Mizoram government ordered rationing the purchase of diesel and petrol as the movement of vehicles, including the tankers carrying fuel, continued to remain shut on National Highway 306. All filling stations are instructed not to issue petrol and diesel beyond the permitted quantities. Only those vehicles that go to filling stations will be issued oil, the order said. The quantity of fuel that can be purchased at a time by heavy motor vehicles such as 6, 8 and 12 wheelers is capped at 50 litres and 20 litres for medium motor vehicles like pickup trucks. Maximum 3 litres of oil is allowed for scooters, 5 litres for other two-wheelers and 10 litres for cars, the order said. Trucks carrying rice, bags, oil and LPG will be allowed to get fuel, which will be sufficient enough for up and down travel, it said. Drawing of fuel in containers or gallon barrels from filling stations is strictly prohibited, it said. The order also said that all filling stations will have to submit active stock positions to the state legal meteorology department every day. They should not distribute oil without prior permission of the supply department when their stock position stands at 5,000 litres for petrol and 7,000 litres for high-speed diesel, it added. All filling stations will be open from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. from Monday to Saturday. Johnson & Johnson's single-dose COVID-19 vaccine is given approval for emergency use in India, the minister tweeted. Now India has 5 EUA vaccines and this will further boost the nation's collective fight against COVID-19, the minister stated. Johnson & Johnson on Friday informed it has applied for emergency use authorization of its single-dose COVID-19 vaccine Janssen to the government of India. The pharma company had stated that it is an important milestone that paves the way to bringing the single-dose COVID-19 vaccine to the people of India and the rest of the world through a collaboration with Biological E Limited. The pharma company's statement read that the EUA submission is based on the top-line efficacy and safety data from the phase 3 clinical trial Ensemble, which demonstrated our single-shot vaccine was 85% effective in preventing severe diseases across all regions studied and showed protection against COVID-19 related hospitalization and death beginning 28 days after vaccination. India crossed a significant milestone of administering 50 crore vaccine doses under a nationwide vaccination drive with 49,55,138 vaccinations in the last 24 hours. India has so far administered a total of 50 crores 10 lakhs 9,609 doses. Earlier this year, as the second wave of COVID-19 took off in India, Kumbh Mela celebrations had come under scrutiny. Even as countless individuals protested the lack of social distancing and absence of masks and COVID-19 protocols, hundreds of people had tested positive in April. Positivity rate of Haridwar was believed to have been around 0.18%. During this time, an ED investigation suggests that the actual rate was 5.3%. According to reports, over 1,700 people tested positive from April 10th to 14th. A PTI report from April 15 explains that medical workers conducted 236,751 tests over the 5-day period in the Haridwar Mela site, with 1,701 coming back positive. The COVID-19 numbers from one of the world's largest religious gatherings, however, have been overshadowed by allegations of fraud. On Friday, the Enforcement Directorate conducted searches at the office premises of 5 laboratories in 5 different cities in connection with the investigation into the fake COVID-19 testing scam during Kumbh Mela. Novus Path Labs, DNA Labs, Max Corporate Services, Dr. Lal Chandani Labs Private Limited and Nalwa Laboratories Private Limited were among those searched along with the residential premises of their directors at Dehradun, Haridwar, Delhi, Noida and Hisar. Based on an FIR by the Uttarakhand police, the ED has now initiated a money laundering investigation. According to their investigation, these labs have been given a contract by the state government for conducting rapid antigen test and RT-PCR tests for COVID testing during Kumbh Mela. An amount of 3.4 crore has already been received by them from the Uttarakhand government as part of a payment. Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan on Saturday, August 7 said that 8,832 people have been rescued from the flood-affected parts of the state. while 29,280 others have been shifted to safer places from these areas so far.
Meanwhile, addressing Anna Utsav program in the morning, state officials have earlier said that Gwalior and Chambal divisions in North Madhya Pradesh have been hit hard by rains over the last few days and at least 12 persons have died so far. In a series of tweets earlier, the Chief Minister said that about 40 people were rescued from 3 flood-hit districts of the state on Saturday morning. He took stock of the flood situation and the ongoing rescue operation this morning in Guna, Ashoknagar, Vidisha districts, he tweeted. Rescue operation of IAF resumed this morning and the teams of SDRF and NDRF are also working since night to rescue the people trapped in villages, Chauhan tweeted.
The Supreme Court on Friday said that trial court judges, especially those dealing with cases involving gangsters and high-profile persons, are most vulnerable to external threats and bristled at the inaction of the CBI, Intelligence Bureau and the police in countering the threats to create a conducive atmosphere for judges to do justice without fear or favor.
Chief Justice N.V. Ramana and Justice Surya Kant said that in criminal cases involving gangsters and high-profile persons, when the accused do not get expected orders from the courts, they start maligning the judiciary. Unfortunately, the judge said this is a new trend developing in the country. A situation is created where the judges do not feel free to make a complaint, and even if the judges complain to the district judge, Chief Justice of the HC or the CJI, and a complaint is forwarded to the police or the CBI, they do not respond, the judge said, adding that they do not think it is a priority issue. The IB, CBI and police are not helping the judiciary at all in providing an atmosphere for doing justice without fear or favor, the CJI said. He is making this statement with some sense of responsibility and it is a serious issue, the CJI said, and sought Attorney General K.K. Venugopal's assistance to chalk out a mechanism. The SC felt that the time has come to create a force that would dedicatedly provide security to judicial officers across the country, on the lines of specialized police forces like Railway Protection Force, CRPF or CISF.
The Nagaland Foothills Road Coordination Committee has given the Nagaland government a 30-day ultimatum to address the issue of the Foothill Road. The committee issued a press release on Saturday, August 7th, stating a number of resolutions besides appreciating the Rising People's Party, which had earlier called for crowdfunding the construction of the road. The committee stated to have examined the pulse of the public and considered the numerous representations made by various organizations with regard to the ongoing FHR construction, which is laying incomplete for the past more than 8 years, the statement said. Listing out some important events pertinent to the road project, the committee stated that the funding initially was under special plan assistance and the project was first launched on the 21st of December 2013 at Longtho in Mokchung district. Almost 90% of the earth cutting and dressing was completed in 2013-14 except in some portions, the committee stated. In the meantime, the SPA was discontinued with the enforcing of Niti Aayog, as a result of which the ongoing project slowed down. Further, the committee stated despite many hassles, the Doyang Bridge construction work resumed in 2018 after an almost 2-year gap, and as of now the progress is commendable and is expected to be completed by the end of the year, the committee stated. As per government source with regards to the mega project of the Trans-Nagaland Expressway, the file is in the PMO for a final declaration, the committee stated. It also requested the state government to make the road motorable, or what the committee called jeepable. This being the situation, the statement stated, the committee, having exhausted all necessary means available, has now given a 30 days time to the government to give a positive response in regard to the committee's appeal to maintain the road pliable while waiting for the proposed mega project. In otherwise, the committee will be compelled to resort to any appropriate means, the committee stated. Neeraj Chopra on Saturday rewrote history as he won the gold medal for India in javelin throw at the Tokyo Olympics 2020. This is the first time in nearly 121 years when India has won a gold medal at field and track events. In 6 attempts, the 23-year-old had thrown 87.03 meters, 87.58 meters and 76.79 meters on his first 3 throws, while he had fouled on his 4th and 5th. Neeraj's 6th and last throw was 84.24 meters. Meanwhile, Czech Republic's Jakub Vardalec won silver with a best attempt of 86.67 meters, while Vítězslav Veselý claimed the bronze with 85.44 meters. Before Neeraj, British Indian athlete Norman Gilbert Pritchard had won a medal at the 1900 Paris Olympics. Further, Bajrang Punia on Saturday became the 6th wrestler in Indian history to win an Olympic medal after he won the bronze in men's 65 kg category of the 2020 Tokyo Games. Bajrang, who is the top-ranked wrestler in his weight category, defeated Daulet Niyazbekov of Kazakhstan 8-0 in the bronze medal clash held at the Makuari Messe Hall. And that was all for the news in the eye. For more news and updates, stay tuned to Hornbill TV.